and welcome once again to my channel. If you have been here and if you haven't, it is so nice of you to pass by. I do hope that you hit that subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, make sure that you turn on that little bell so that you get notified whenever I upload. So for today's video, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, it's going to be a tutorial on this, not on this, but with this ColourPop Yes Please palette. And this is what it looks like if you haven't ever seen it, but this is amazing. This is only $16, and if you sign up with a new email, you get $5 off, so it ends up being $11 plus shipping, which is still an amazing deal. You get 12 shades in here. Is that 12? 4. You get 12 shades in here for only $16. I mean, that's like $1 and some change for each shadow, so I think it's amazing, and I'm obsessed with it. I mean, look at this eye. They all blend beautifully. I think that it is out of stock right now. It might be in stock because I know that they will be stocking soon, but if it's not, just sign up for the list and you will get notified whenever it comes back in stock. So I'm also going to be using a bunch of products from like Pop Beauty and NYX, and also Essence. I got all these things at Generation Beauty Toronto. So yeah, that's it. Without further ado, if you want to see how I did this gorgeous look that I am obsessed with, just keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do, as always, is prime my eyelids, and this time I won't be using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but instead I'll be using this primer by the brand Essence, and this is called, I think, the I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. I believe that's at least what it says in the packaging, but yeah, that's what I'm using. And then I am setting that primer with this light shade from the ColourPop Yes Please palette, and this is the one in the color Full Zip, which again is just a nice light shade that is kind of similar to my skin color. Next, I'm taking the shade Spoiled, which is a nice dark intense red, and I'll be doing something completely different today as opposed to what I usually do. So I'll be applying this first shade in the inner upper part of my crease, as you can see right here, and I'm just leaving it right there. I'm not dragging that to the outer corner. I'm not putting that on the lid either, and I'm also not being too careful not to get on the lid because I will be kind of creating a cut crease with concealer, as you'll see later. Next, I'm taking the shade Big Cocktails, which is a warm orange, and I am first of all connecting that to the red on the upper crease of my eye, as you can see, and then I'm bringing that into the outer corners as well. And then again, I'm not being super careful about it getting on my lid because I will be applying concealer, and I'm going to be covering all of that, creating sort of like a cut crease, just a little bit. You'll see what I mean later. Then I'm taking the darkest brown in the palette, which is French Kiss, and I'm just applying that in the deepest part of my crease. Now I'm just taking the same brush that I used to apply Full Zip, and I'm just blending out the edges of both that red and that orange because I don't want them to look super harsh. And then I'm moving on to the concealer, and for that I'll be using this flat concealer brush, and as you can see, I'm just basically cutting the crease with concealer. So that's going to clean up anything that's on my lid, and it's also going to create a nice clean line for the following shade that I'll be applying. And while that concealer is still a little bit tacky, I'm just taking the color Chauffeur, which is the most amazing shade in this entire palette. It's not orange, it's not gold, it's kind of like in between. It is just, it's breathtaking, honestly. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm applying that right on top of the concealer, and for that I'll be using this flat shader brush. Then I'm just going back to that same brush that I used with French Kiss, and I'm just intensifying the crease just a little bit more, and I also didn't want the crease to be completely cut all the way, so I am just blending that brown on the outer corner of my eye. I want to create kind of like a gradient effect going from the gold to the outer part of the eye, and I did it beautifully with this shade. And lastly, for the upper part of my eye, I'm just reapplying that orange around the edges, and I'm also intensifying the red with a smaller brush than before. Now moving on to the face, and I'm starting by applying some primer, and this one is again a different one. This one is by Pop Beauty, and this is the Face Magnet Primer, and I actually do really enjoy it. Then I'm applying some foundation, and this one is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, which I really like because it gives me a very natural finish. I'm blending that out with my LUXIE brush. This one is the 522 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no, it is the 532. It is just a buffing brush and I really like it. Then I'm applying some concealer, and this one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which is on the lighter side, even though you guys know that I love my Tarte Shape Tape. But for the summer, I'm just enjoying lighter makeup, which is why I'm applying the NYX foundation with the Urban Decay Concealer. I'll be blending out that concealer with the same sponge that I've been enjoying lately, which is the Pure Cosmetics blending sponge. I don't think I know the name of this, but it is the Pure Cosmetics sponge. It is tougher than the Real Techniques and the Beauty Blender, but I feel that because it's kind of thicker, the sponge itself is kind of thicker, the application of concealer just looks more smooth and more opaque as opposed to the other ones. I don't know, I may be a little bit crazy, but I feel that that's the case. And then I'm setting that concealer with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. To set my foundation, I have been really enjoying the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Pro Matte Foundation, I think is the name. And like I told you guys in my last video, it is very similar in terms of the finish that it gives you to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, except this one has more coverage and it is cheaper, so I'm really liking it. And now I'm going back to my eyes, and I'm just going back to that shade Spoiled. And if you notice, the upper part of my eye goes from red to orange. The lower part is going to go from orange to red, so like the opposite. So I'm applying the red one on the outer part of my lower lash line, and then the orange one on the inner part of my lower lash line. And I'm applying both of those very intensely because I really wanted the shadows to show up when my eyes are open. Then I'm taking this shimmery gold shade and I'm applying that in my inner corners. I'm going to be skipping lashes today. I'm just going to apply some mascara, and this one is by Essence, I think. This is the Lash Princess, and I'm loving this mascara. It makes my lashes look longer. Obviously, that's what mascara does, but what I like the most is that it doesn't run on me, which you guys know everything runs on me, so I'm really liking this one. For bronzer, I'll be using the Pure Cosmetics Mineral Glow Bronzer, and for highlights, I'm going to be using the NYX Strobe of Genius. And is this not the most beautiful highlights you've ever seen? It is so pretty. And by the way, I'm completely skipping blush today just because I felt like I already had so many orange and red shades going on, so I wanted to keep the rest of my face pretty neutral. Finally, for my lips, I'm going to be applying a bright red liquid lipstick, and this one is BESO by STILA. And once I'm done applying that, this look is completely done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this look, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, are you guys sick of my ears yet? Because I'm totally still obsessed with them. But if you're sick of them, let me know. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.